Well, that was intense. So I'm sitting there at my desk. I don't need a damn thing in the entire world. I'm completely stocked. Got everything I could possibly want during this difficult time. And then I thought, man, maybe I should go out to Field and Stream. Part of it is just to get out, and part of it is just for curiosity, because I want to see the panic buyers. It's the last spectacle we might all see for a while, you know? And it came to my attention yesterday that there was a run on guns and ammo again. I don't know, I guess people think they're gonna shoot the virus. I got online to look at how much like a 1,000-round box of 9mm would cost me. And long story short, costs you nothing because you can't get it. There's most of the ammo websites that I usually use are not taking orders anymore. And I didn't even see that during the 2016 run-up, you know. So I came down here and I just wanted to see. I wanted to see what was in stock. And basically there's very low stock of 45 and 40. There's very low stock of 12 gauge target loads. And then there's plenty of stock of weird rifle, 6.5 Creedmoor and stuff like that. There's plenty of stock of that. And by the way, this is Tuesday the 17th. And I sat there and I looked at the bulk packs of 22, which they had plenty of, and they were reasonably priced. And I thought, you know, I really should get my limit of these while I still can. And then I thought maybe I should get my limit of 45 while I still can, even though I don't own a gun in 45. But the entire store was deserted, like one step away from turning the lights off and shutting down, except for the gun section, and it was packed, and it looked like there was like an hours long wait to buy anything. And then I just kind of realized, what am I doing? Like, I'm standing here exposing myself to all these people. I mean, being exposed to all these people. I was not exposing myself. So obviously I realized, you know, this was a panic urge. I'm feeling the exact urge that everyone else is feeling, and you just gotta take a deep breath and dial that shit back. So then I went over to the fly tying section and bought $30 worth of beads. It was the same kind of thing, man. It was like I was standing there. There was nobody in the fly fishing section, of course, standing there, but I'm thinking, like, this might be the last time I get to a store. Like, they've already closed down restaurants here, and the schools are closed, and what am I gonna do with myself? Do I have enough fly tying materials to maintain a constant fly tying experience during the next 6 weeks? Well, I do now. God almighty. Okay, so there's late breaking news this morning that, and take this with a grain of salt, ibuprofen is not the best thing to treat COVID-19 because of reasons. There's some viral reasons and then some kidney reasons that I have seen floated, and apparently the French health minister tweeted this, that their virologists are saying, don't use ibuprofen. The World Health Organization has not really issued a statement, but I'm going to go panic buy some Tylenol because all we have is ibuprofen, because I have always believed that ibuprofen is superior. So, another little trip out in the world. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Grocery store is status quo. Still had plenty of Tylenol. I mean, I say plenty. They were about half sold out on everything in the fever cold aisle. But, you know, it was still there. There didn't seem to be, I wasn't like grabbing the last damaged box off the shelf or anything. Everything else is status quo. Canned goods gone, rice is gone, pasta's gone. And of course, cleaning supplies, hand sanitizer, and toilet paper are all gone. So, you know, new normal. Okay, I've returned to the Gribs Folly Community Garden, Massage Parlor, and Pandemic Bunker. And my read on this situation is that we're all screwed. A lot of folks have said, I really hope you'll make more videos to get us through this crisis. I actually have less time now than I did prior to this whole thing, because my kid is home all the time. My wife is also home all the time, and you would think that that would, like, be easier for us to manage, and it's we're both doing the best we can. Every now and then I think there's things living in here, possums or something. Anyway, we're doing okay, but kiddo he's feeling it, man. He wants to go back to school. He doesn't understand what's going on, and we're trying to say, he's 5. And we're trying to say, there's a real bad cold going around. Everybody's worried about getting it, so that's why we're all staying inside. And we're taking him outside and playing in the yard and stuff like that. This morning, our county closed all the parks. And I guess I should make this announcement. The exhibit is closed. My exhibit closed. They closed the library. So that, I guess if you're out there and you want to see it, you could come look in the window. So we're stocked, we're hunkered down, we're going a little bit crazy. I am considering taking the pipe back up. I need to do a little more research on that, and I don't want to put myself in a vulnerable situation, but I also don't want to put myself in a vulnerable mental situation where I have absolutely no outlet and I go completely crazy. Trying to eat right, trying to get some exercise in every day, which means I really should probably go do that right about now. And I'm kind of down. I mean, we're already quarantined. Like, why check the news at this point? So I'm kind of down to checking it maybe twice a day, just to see if there's any break in the exponential spread of the virus. I don't think there's going to be. It's Wednesday. We've got 6,500 cases, maybe middle 6,000s. So that means by the weekend we're going to have, 12,000. Maybe by the end of the weekend we might have 24,000. I mean, why even check it? Because I know what it's going to be. I'm finding that predictability is surprising. Like I know what's happening. I've read enough history to know what's happening, and at the same time, I'm still like, I can't believe this is happening. So I fall into it too, of the normalcy bias. Like, oh, come on. There's all the pandemics, they happened in the past. There's not a current pandemic. Meanwhile, I haven't really followed it closely because why? But the government is power grabbing. I made a video last week. Can't remember when it was now, but it said that we'll see a media blackout and then we'll see a power grab. And the media blackout didn't quite materialize the way I thought it would. But it's de facto media blackout in that there's no test kits, so there's no testing, and so we have no idea how many cases we actually have here. In that, I wonder if we actually had the tests, if there would have been an actual media blackout. Now, at one point, the CDC did do kind of a blackout thing, but they're back online reporting numbers, I guess, because they knew they couldn't hide it from aggregators and Reddit. Anyway, we are seeing the power grabs. There's the Attorney General is doing something with the messages online and encryption and end-to-end encryption, and I think the government is reaching out to data providers asking for locations on people to make sure they're not all gathering in one place. And this is just from reading the headlines. I don't know, I haven't drilled down. So again, grain of salt, just like with the ibuprofen thing, but it's a predictable pattern. And I'm amazed that I keep being surprised. It's getting too heavy. I'm gonna go on a walk. All right, I took a walk. Whoa, the neighbor cat is trying to get a squirrel. You can't get that squirrel, Frankie. You can't get that squirrel. Jeez, we're all at each other's throats here. I took a walk. I feel better. Maintain your sleep. Wash your hands. Social distancing. All that. For those of you who are still smoking your pipes, I envy you. Keep the ends out for the ties that bind.